News. The Prime Minister and the Indonesian government have closed ranks to limit any damage that may have been done by the Deputy Prime Minister Barnaby Joyce. The National Party leader had linked the surge in asylum seeker boats 5 years ago to Labor's halts on the live cattle trade. Bill Shorten also had a day to forget, forced to dump two multi-billion-dollar policies. Here's National Affairs correspondent Greg Jennett.
Did someone say Barnaby?
I give Barnaby the credit for it.
The Prime Minister's deputy sure has a knack for disturbing a mob at the mere mention of live cattle.
When we closed down the live animal export industry, it was around about the same time that we started seeing a lot of people arriving in boats in Australia.
3 times Barnaby Joyce backed in the link.
Sorry, Barnaby Joyce, I have to stop you there for a second.
Until his Prime Minister declared there was none.
There is no link between the Indonesian government and people smuggling.
Heat had been put back on a delicate relationship. Malcolm Turnbull signalled quickly to Jakarta that all is well.
We should treat our neighbours, our friends and neighbours with respect, and I do and we do.
Or as Mr Joyce now put it,
Making sure that we all remain mates.
as for lingering damage,
We have a very good working relationship with Indonesia. The Deputy Prime Minister's comments have been clarified.
the current Indonesian government had already dismissed any link between asylum boats and cattle trade. So did its foreign minister of the time. Fundamentally flawed and patently false was Marty Natalegawa's response.
Barnaby Joyce is loose and dangerous.
Bill Shorten had no choice but to let one of his team loose.
This isn't easy.
Nova Peris bowed out with his blessing.
I may be leaving, but I'm leaving on my terms.
But a loose frontbencher
In terms of the baby bonus,
is causing costing headaches.
In terms of Mr Feeney, I'm sure he's had a couple of rough days.
Hey, you're very good at explaining things.
David Feeney had forgotten Labor's long-held opposition to 2 government savings measures, the school kids bonus and tighter assets testing for the pension.
He seems to be a very inattentive shadow minister.
It turns out no one could have known what Labor's policies were on the 2 measures because sometime in the last 6 days they quietly changed, and before the party had time to pull down campaign material promoting them from its website.
Obviously, this is a difficult decision.
Well, we've flushed them out. We've exposed them for exactly what they are, politically cynical and fiscally reckless.
Do you want to have a bite, Pete?
The government savouring a small success.
You know what eating that is called? A possible end to your political career.
Mindful things could always sour.
Very good.
Greg Jennett, ABC News, Canberra.